My dear student, good afternoon. Okay, so your physics class, you know the previous class. The previous class means already started the wave optics. Start from the wave optics, that means the uh, wavefront, ray, Huygens principle, secondary and the primary sources, and with the help of the Huygens principle you prove the law of reflection and law of refraction. Completed. Any queries from that part? I also request, according to the marking scheme from the CBSE, you know it, the marking, according to the marking scheme, you always try to give your answer to the point. So you see the marks for that chapter state the Huygens principle and law of reflection and refraction. So my dear student, you only write the law of Huygens, you only write the state the Huygens principle, and then second part is the vital part. You see there's so many books in the market, and the derivation for the law of reflection and refraction, 1 or 2 pages are there. So you avoid it. You see the NCERT book, you only draw the diagram and mention the incident ray, reflected ray, incident wavefront and the reflected wavefront. And you see the 2 triangles, and this is told about practical. Today your practical, in which portion? The Huygens principle, law of reflection, refraction, not in your practical. So what is your question? When you upload your practical topics, practical topics means you search it. You search your school website or the CBSE syllabus. You see the 8th practical, 4 practical from the section A and 4 practical from the section B. You see it and you write it. 8 practical means your syllabus 4 plus 4, 8 practical, you note it in your practical copy. First you see it, the name of the means objective of the practicals, because it is not in my hand your syllabus. Next day I will carry the syllabus, and again, but sir, you told that in our school certain instruments are not present. So acha, now it is keyed from my memory. So again I see the practical. One practical most probable the instrument is not in my school. Rest of the practicals are available in our school. So I will try to buy, means I also request the management also help us, that means the you also the instrument will be available when you will come in your school. So it is not tension. Now at present, one practical instrument is not in our school. Rest of the instruments are available in our school. So that is not in my memory. So next day I will see you again and discuss you. Okay. So first of all, you know it, the Ohm's experiment, the parallel, the series, the parallel series convert the ammeter, voltmeter from the galvanometer, and the potentiometer, internal resistance, and the comparing the EMF, all are available in our school. The focal length of the convex lens, focal length of the concave mirror, focal length of the refractive index of the material means refractive index of the glass slab with the help of the traveling microscope, all are in our practical rooms. So one practical instrument is not available, so you wait. When you will come your school, that time you see the instrument will be available. Okay, I think so. It is not your tension. You note it, the 8 practical, 4 practical from the section A and 4 practical from the section B, and 3 activities from section A and 3 activities from the section B. You see the syllabus, latest syllabus from CBSE side or our school side. I think school also already school already note the latest syllabus in the school website. Okay, or next I will try to again dictate you. So no problem, no tension. Then sir, how will you understand which one to write? I told that 1 hour. Achha, okay. Next I will again. One instrument, most probably it will be collect from the market. No problem, because management also permission to me. You will collect the instrument from the market. No problem. After the puja vacation, you will see in your school and you will complete it. Okay. So next I will again dictate the one by one. You write this section A from 4 practical, this, and section B you write this, that. Okay, 8 practical. You note it in your practical copy. 6 activities in your activities copy, and no more the project. So 8 and 6, 2 copies you carry in your school and at the time of exam, and no project copy, most probable. And 8 plus 8, 20, 16 at the practical, and activities for 3 marks, 19, and viva for 5 and 6 marks, and copies from those. Okay, so no tension, I will again dictate you. Okay, so this part, wave optics. Wave optics. This chapter you try to remembering method by trial and error method, and you see it and you try to write the answer within your times. Means 1 marks or 2 marks question or 3 marks question, you try to write it the 2 or 3 minutes, within the 2 or 3 minutes by trial and error method, because you know it, the suggestive questions in this part, numericals is very less. So one question suppose you consider it the Huygens principle, state Huygens principle, you will try to remember it. You write it the 1 minute 1 question, 1 marks. Next, with the help of the Huygens principle, you prove the laws of reflection. 2 marks question, suppose you consider it 2 minutes or 2.5 minutes. how you will cover it. First you draw it diagram and level it on this diagram. Okay, level means 4 points are there: incident ray, a reflected ray, incident ray from a reflect wavefront, and then you prove it the two triangles are congruent. If the two triangles are congruent, that time you prove it that the angle of I equal to angle of R. Show the laws of reflection proved by the Huygens principle or laws of refraction. Same. So you must try to apply the 2 or 3 lines, not more than half page, 1 page, 2 pages, because so many reference books are there. So you try to write it to the point answer. That part is the Huygens principle. Okay, Huygens principle means secondary and the primary source. Second thing is the interference. Before the interference, 1 or 2 marks question for reasoning or the definition. Suppose the coherent source, incoherent sources, constructive and the destructive interference. Okay, condition for the constructive coherent sources and condition for the destructive coherent sources. So my dear student, you only just see it and write it. Suppose one light source is here, means source is here, white vapor lamp. You cover it with the help of a spherical, hollow spherical object, and so many pinholes are there. So those are the secondary source, and according to the Huygens principle, the secondary source behave like a source. Those are coherent. So my dear student, coherent sources, their frequencies, amplitudes are same phase difference or constant phase difference. That means spherical object, it comes from here, another comes from there, they will meet a point this. Okay, so those are coherent because their phase different frequencies, amplitude and frequencies are same, and also those are same phase or phase difference also the constant. Phase difference also the constant. That time those are coherent sources. Those are coherent sources. Before it, superposition means superposition principle. One words, you know it. According to the superposition principle, the resultant displacement of a particle, at any instant is the vector sum. At any instant is the vector sum of the individual displacement caused to the particle by the 2 or more waves. By the 2 or more waves. Maybe the 2, maybe the more waves. Okay, again I repeat it. The resultant displacement. Resultant what comes from the vector? So y equal to y1 plus y2 plus y3 plus y4. Maybe y1 minus y2 plus y3. How it is possible? How it is possible? Suppose one is here, another is start from there. So the phase difference pi. Okay, so y equal to, suppose y sine of omega t, and y1 y2 equal to okay. So algebraic sum, that time the resultant what comes from the vector. So my dear student, the resultant displacement is a vector quantity. Resultant displacement of a particle at any instant is the vector sum of the individual displacement caused to the particle by the two or more waves. That means y equal to y1 plus y2 plus y3 plus y4, so on. Constructive superposition and destructive superposition. Constructive superposition, destructive superposition means you know it from your class 9th. You know it. One word is this: crest and trot. You know it. Suppose you consider it one crest and one trot. The two waves are superimposed. If the two crest or two trot are superimposed at that time, that will be, suppose one wave is here, another wave is this. So what will be the resultant? The resultant will be sum of those A plus B. Okay, my dear student. So you see, it will be more. Okay. Suppose you see in the sea beach, one is this. Again, one is superimposed on it. So it will be a this. Am I clear? So this is the resultant, that is equal to A plus B. Sometimes you see it, one is this side, another also that side. The resultant will be this. But you see it, one is this side, another is that side. What will be its resultant? The resultant will be this. This is the y1, this is the y2, that is the y. Okay? Okay, my dear student? This is the y1, that is the y2, so the resultant displacement, resultant waves will be this nature. So you must be try to see when you will go to the sea beach, or if you try it the pond, you try to create the wave with the help of your two hands, and you see it, you will also sink inside the water at the level of the water level, and you see when those are superimposed, that time it will be high, or it will be less, or it will be level from your memory, and you see it, it will be success. Okay, so those are the destructive and the constructive. Coherent sources of light. The two sources of light are coherent, are said to be coherent, if they emit waves of same frequencies on or the wavelength, and are either in phase or the same phase difference, having a constant initial phase difference. Those are the coherent sources. But You see first example. If the white vapor lamp is here and you will cover it with the help of the hollow sphere and so many pinholes are there, and those are the coherent sources. But my question is, another question is here. If you see the two candles are in your two hands, those are same size, those intensities are same, you see it, and or you put it on a stand, not disturbing from the others, means surroundings, you see the two candles are glowing. So my question is here, the two sources are coherent, yes or no? Two sources are coherent, yes or no? Two sources are not coherent because their frequencies are not same, their amplitudes are not same, they are not the same phase, or they are not the same phase difference. If you see, the amplitude and frequencies are same, but those are not the same phase or the constant phase difference. Am I clear? Clear? So those are not the coherent sources. When those are coherent sources? If their phase difference are same or the constant phase difference, or try to constant phase difference, that time the two sources are coherent. The two sources are coherent. So, my dear student, you know it. The incoherent. The condition for the constructive superposition, maximum intensity or destructive superposition. When you see it, the difference between the two paths is pi by lambda. Pi by lambda means, lambda by 2. Lambda by 2. Path difference, suppose the two sources are here, one source is this, and those are superimposed. Their path difference is lambda by 2. Means, suppose S1p and S2p. S1p minus S2p equal to lambda by 2. Okay? Equal to lambda by 2. That time, you know it. The one is the y equal to lambda by 2 means pi. One is the y1 is the a sine of omega t. Another is the y2 equal to a sine of omega t plus 1. So minus a sine of omega t. Okay. That time, you see y equal to 0, amplitude or destructive superposition. So condition for the constructive superposition can be generalized at S1p minus S2p equal to m into lambda. S1p minus S2p m into lambda, where m equal to 0, 1, 2, 3. That means lambda, 2 lambda, 3 lambda, 4 lambda. Okay. So, thus the path difference between the superimposing wave must be integral multiple of wavelengths for constructive superposition, and the destructive superposition, that will be, it will be m plus half into lambda by 2. That is the destructive. So m equal to 0, 1, 2 and so on, if you put it. That time you see S1p minus S2p equal to m plus a half into lambda by 2. That value will be m equal to 0, 1, 2, 3 you put. So that value will be lambda by 2, 3 lambda by 2, 5 lambda by 2. That means multiple, even odd multiple of lambda by 2. Okay. Oh, sorry, lambda by 2. Half into lambda, m into lambda. Sorry. M into lambda, m plus half into lambda. So lambda, 3 lambda, 5 lambda. So even lambda, that means even value, that time you see it, that value will be the even multiple. That means the multiple of means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means the constructive, and destructive, that means the odd multiple of lambda. Those are the destructive. And the incoherent sources of light, that means when the phase difference are not same, the phase difference are not constant, that time those are incoherent of sources of light. Okay. So next day I will again discuss it, the interference fringe, and interference fringe with the help of the Young's double slit, the fringe width, and the condition for the destructive and the constructive interference fringe. So next day I will discuss it, and 2 more derivations in your part, and that part will be finished for the 2 classes. So today up to this portion. Next day see you again. Thank you.